It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. But this is taken in by a teammate. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he'll only get down to around the 42. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth down, and here's Penix. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
Set, ready.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Man in motion is Brown. He'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Striker, 3-3.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. We are through one. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Go trap. Go trap.
From the gun, here is Penix. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll begin here on the ground. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll look to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He is in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Washington. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now the lefty Penix on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Finding room to the 20. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. First and goal, and here's Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. One more time with Montgomery. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. First and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Oh, he is going to be swarmed under, met in the end zone. It's a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
Snap, red. Down. Claws red. Black shot. Yellow, go. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready?
Back to the air once more on second down. And this will be incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, here we go. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown Commanders. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Penix. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. Got a man. That's Tolbert. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. Penix gonna throw again. Oh, and he's gonna go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's gonna bring an end to this first half.
With this makes the score
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Blaster, stay. Ready. Hey,
And in motion is Brown.
hut, hut.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Ready.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
London brought in motion. They'll try and throw it with Penix. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds. $25. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Play action. It's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
On third down, Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Commanders will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Commanders stretch things out even further. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the goal line. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. To throw again, it's Penix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be fourth down.
60 Eagles, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Hey, check that, street. Hurt.
London brought in motion.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Let go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. And give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all.
She ate, she ate, she ate away.